And they are not the only ones with a rivalry game this weekend. That also applies to Oregon. The Ducks come in undefeated, ranked 6th in the nation. Started the year beating Montana State and Oklahoma State by a combined 112 points, pummeling the Cowboys by a staggering 66. They got a little more of a battle this past Saturday against Northwestern in their conference opener, getting out of Evanston with a 34-14 win. Put it all together, and you're looking at one of the most dominant starts in the country among the top handful of teams nationally in scoring, yards per play, third down conversion percentage, and plays of 40 yards or longer. They did allow the final 14 points of that game against the Wildcats, a finish which frustrated Dan Lanning.
I got a little sour taste in my mouth with the way we ended, right? We got to be able to win the fourth quarter, but ultimately, I saw some good play. There's going to be some stuff we can build off of.
Feeling you're going to say that, but I do want to ask about your quarterback. Look, you describe him as someone who's a great football player, but a better person. That's what everyone says. How high is his ceiling for Oregon?
Yeah, it's unbelievably high, right? We go with the quarterback. We got a really good one here.
You mentioned to us you want adversity. Was this enough adversity for this team to learn from today?
We got some stuff we can learn from for sure.
I think that's true, and I know the touchdowns were in garbage time, Jerry. So to a certain extent, you can say, well, they were up 34-0 midway through the fourth quarter. But this is a game where Northwestern was a couple plays away from really being in it. If you take out the sacks, they averaged nearly 5.5 yards per carry. Remember, they're without Cam Porter, who's out for the year. They had struggled in fourth and short situations to run the ball against Western Illinois the week before. I know they put up a lot of yards, but in short yardage situations, they had a hard time. They moved it pretty well for a while there against Oregon. Can you give some credence to what Lanning was talking about there?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it speaks to the emotion of the game. I want to take you through 3 weeks, okay? Dan Lanning comes off the field after beating Northwestern, and he's not happy. You can call it an ugly win if you want. Give Northwestern a lot of credit for how tight the game was. Now he's going in to play an Oregon State winless team. He has the advantage of saying last week was unacceptable. He can coach positively because they won the game, but he can show the players on video, and they do tremendous work with the staff with video examples. So now he's going into a winless Oregon State. They better be ready for a rival. I always think rival games, if you're the underdog, it could mean 7 to 14 points, especially if the favorite is a big favorite in this situation. So he can get the Oregon team ready based on his comments that we just watched. And the third week is he does that before he goes to Penn State to play in the whiteout game. Emotionally, this is absolutely perfect. You win a Northwestern game, but you're not happy. You can coach after a win in a positive way. You better get ready for a rival game. And the trajectory is up because pretty soon you're going to wind up in State College in a whiteout. And that's a rare experience, and you better be ready for that one.
It's going to be an absolutely huge game. And again, I don't think any of this speaks negatively about what the Ducks have done to this point. They're a team that is certainly on a short list of teams I think that could win the national championship. We were talking about them in that vein last week. But again, some things to work on. And to your point, timing-wise, it couldn't work better. It's going to be an enormous, enormous game in State College next week. Cannot wait for that one. Well, you get a chance to see the Ducks as they get ready for that game. It is here on the Big Ten Network on Saturday, one of college football's great rivalries. We've got it covered from every angle. It starts with Big Ten Tailgate live from Eugene. Then countdown to kickoff takes you inside Autzen before the 6th-ranked Ducks battle the Beavers. Coverage begins at 1 Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app.